Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful Friday morning. I am out here in my backyard doing a little workout here, and I'm going to show you guys what I have done so far. So, I went and got me some marigolds, yellow and orange marigolds, because I love marigolds and they keep the bugs away. So yeah, I got my marigolds and repotted those, and I added in some celosias. That is those hot pinkish purple color ones. And I did some more here, and then I don't remember what those are called right there. If you guys know, just put it in the comments. I did some repotted some of those as well, and then I started my grow bags, and I have several of them going across um, my makeshift what do you call this thingy? Like just like a raised platform, I guess, something like a deck, but not really. So right here I have some slicing cucumbers, because I absolutely love cucumbers with vinegar and pepper. So I have some slicing cucumbers here. I started them from seeds instead of the plant. It doesn't matter, because once they take off, they take off. Right here I have some string beans. Same thing. They are the stringless string beans, and again, those are from the seed as well. And once they take off, they take off. So I'm not worried about how long it's going to take. Right here I have some short sweet carrots. Um, Pretty much the same thing. It takes them a little bit longer to grow, but they grow under instead of above. So I'm not really worried about those. On my grow bags, I have the little window here that I can pull open, and it'll show, well, I don't want to open it, but I can just pull out my carrots from there. All of the grow bags have that. Right here I have some Detroit Supreme beets. Same thing, I will be pulling those from the door down at the bottom there. They grow fairly fast, about 50 days or so. The beets will start to they'll actually be formed. So they may not be as big as regular beets, but they'll be the size that I need for what it is that I do with them. Here is some sweet peppers. They're called turnpike peppers, but they're sweet peppers. Again, once they take off, they take off. I have some more slicing cucumbers right there. And right here are my cherry tomatoes. So they're the little bitty tomatoes. I brought them already formed, planted, or grown as a plant, should I say. And those, once they take off, they take off, as anybody who's ever grown tomatoes knows. This is my zucchini squash. I started them from a seed about 2 weeks ago, and this is what they have done so far. Here I have 2 bags of potatoes, white potatoes. Those you pull from the door. So the only thing going to get up here is a bunch of weeds. And once those weeds start to fall over, you know that there's probably potatoes down in there. Right here I have my hot peppers. They are Hungarian hot wax peppers. And they're pretty hot, but down there I started from a seed, my ghost peppers, and they are hot. So yeah, that's a whole thing right there. And then over here I did a lot of marigolds down there at the bottom, down there. And then here is my rose bush, which comes back every year. I don't have to do anything to it but keep it cut down. It had grown like all the way up to the window of the garage. So I just kind of cut it down and let it get some new bulbs. And it's already growing in, because I had actually cut it down like down to about right here. So it was pretty short, but they're starting to grow in already. So I did my marigolds all the way across down here on the bed at the bottom. And then up here I have strawberries. This is my strawberry plant. I have a large net over the strawberry plant to keep any bugs or birds from getting to my berries. And I also have an extra bag. On the inside there's a green bag. The green bags are over the actual formed strawberries already, so not the plant but the actual strawberries. So I did that to give it double security, because sometimes little bugs, ants, or whatever can get off in this net right here. And so I put the extra netting on there, so just in case something got in there, it still can't get to the actual berries. Now this particular plant is a baby. It's fairly new right here. And then this one is a little bit more aged. So as you can see, it's got a lot of hanging vines on it, and it has several more of the green bags because it has quite a few strawberries on it. And so like I said, I just kind of gave it some double protection with that the green bag, netting bag over it. So when I water it, I just kind of water it up here, and it drains down in there. So that's all. It all works out for the berries. What, Michael? Don't mind my husband, who's trying to sabotage my video, because that's what he does. And right here I have my marigolds, which are absolutely gorgeous. I love orange. Stop it. I love orange. This dude right here, I don't even, just try not, just bear with me, okay? So anyways, I have my orange marigolds here because I really love the color orange, and it brightens up the backyard, whether it's a sunny day or if it is a dreary day or a cloudy day. The marigolds always seem to brighten everything up. And then over here I have Michael Jones. Okay.
Say yes.
Yes.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Back to your video.
Thank you. Do you see what I have to go through? It's okay. And I have no way of editing this out. So anyway, this plant right here, I don't remember the name of it, but it's really, really pretty. It also is very vibrant, and it helps to brighten up the yard or whatever area you're sitting in. So if you know the name of this plant, you can post it in the comments. It would be most helpful, because I cannot remember the name of it, and I don't want to go to the store just to get the name of this plant. And I also have a second one of those. Don't mind the chalk. On Memorial Day, my nieces and nephews were here, and they had a bucket of chalk, and they were doing what kids do with buckets of chalk. So anyway, I have another one right down there, which I just absolutely love. And then on my window sill here, this is the kitchen window. And I have, again, I don't know the name of this particular flower, but it's beautiful. I love them. And so I get these every single year because they're so pretty, they're so vibrant, and they stay up. They don't take a lot of maintenance or anything like that. And then right down here, I have some marigolds mixed with that other plant I told you about earlier. Same thing here with my marigolds, same thing here with the marigolds and the plants. And up here, I have my mints. This is a mint plant. I pretty much use this for my tea in the morning. I just kind of pick off a leaf or two or whatever, and it gives it this really, really like delicate mint flavor. So I can use a regular tea, or I can use a lavender tea, or I use what I like, which is a ginger tea. This is stevia. This is the artificial sweetener that we use in place of regular sugar. So my stevia, I just take a plant, a leaf. I take a leaf off here, and I kind of break it in half so that the inside, because I tasted one and it's actually really sweet. But I use this also in my tea, and if I'm drinking coffee, I can use it in my coffee. So yeah, there we go. That is what I got going on right now. Up here in the window, I have some more celosias, and that's the burgundy plants. And I have some artificial sunflowers. That's not real, so don't ask me about growing growing those because I don't know a darn thing about growing sunflowers. So yeah, that is what I have going on in the backyard as of today. Sunday, I will be planting here some more marigolds on the main table in the backyard. This is marigolds from seeds. This right here, these are turnips that I will be putting in the raised garden on Sunday. And over here, in the raised garden, I have my kale, which I'll be putting in the raised garden on Sunday as well. It's so pretty and it's already edible, and I mean, it's doing its thing and it's still in the little potting container. So that's going to be a whole thing. So in my raised bed, I plan on doing the kale and the turnips, and I'm going to do some turnip greens and some mustard greens. I am also going to do, and I don't think that the turnips are actually going to go in the raised beds. I'm going to put the turnips in some of those, one of those growing bags, because they grow under the dirt just like the potatoes do. So and the carrots. So I'm going to put my turnips in one of the green growing bags. But as far as my raised bed, I am gonna do like my leafy vegetables. It'll be my spinach, it'll be my kale, it'll be my lettuce, it'll be my cabbage. Those things I will grow in the raised beds on Sunday. And that little flower right there, that is, so I got Mother's Day flowers from my husband, and 2 of my 3 children gave me flowers. And so the flowers are dead now. They were roses mixed with other things, so the roses are dead now. But what I did was I picked out something from each one of their flowers that they gave to me, and I put it in this this thingy right here, and I brought it outside and set it in the sun, and poof, all of a sudden it came back to life. So all of the stuff that you see right there is real, and it's just kind of, I don't know, coming back to life. I love it. So yeah, that is what I am doing out here in my backyard. And here's another recap. We got the strawberries and the marigolds over there and the rose bush over by the garage window, beneath the garage window. And then over here, it's pretty much marigolds and that one flower that I can't remember the name of. And then on the main table, which is the table that we eat stuff on or whatever when we're outside, or I come out in the morning and drink my coffee, some marigolds that are growing in, and just a holding space for the stuff that I'm going to put, some of the stuff that I'm going to put in the raised garden. And then, of course, in the window box, and my stevia and my mint. Over there's some marigolds and that one flower I told you about. Over there's the one flower I told you about, and the fake yellow ones, sunflowers. And then my growing bags, which will all be moved once I get my 3 raised gardens, which are coming on Sunday. So yeah, that is what I got going on so far. And don't mind this deck because it's not done correctly at all. But I had to work with what I had, and I didn't want to do any extra work. So I will be actually putting the siding on around here, so you won't be able to see that after I secure all of this and kind of level it out, because right now it's just kind of there doing its own thing. It's kind of an eyesore, but like I said, I had to work with what I had. So yeah, at night this is really pretty because at night that light pops on, that's on the sunflower, which is a solar powered light, as well as the 2 lights there, they pop on, they're also solar powered. And then also the solar lights that are down there with the marigolds beneath the garage window. Those things kind of light up at night, so it makes it very, very pretty. So yeah, that is my backyard so far. So stay tuned. I will be back on showing you guys the raised bed and what I did with it. All right, thanks for watching. And we are at exactly 15 minutes. So go Mona. All right, thank you guys for watching and have a great rest of your day.